Hi everyone, welcome back to a new full trade walkthrough video. I did one of this a couple of weeks ago and it got such a huge reception, and all of you said that you wanted to see more stuff like this. So I went ahead and wanted to break through a trade I executed overnight in the futures market on the ES. Again, I want to show everything in these videos. I want to show winners, losers, etc. This is a winner, but it is actually a trade that I cut off. It didn't hit the original target that I had, and I just cut it off when I sensed that it could potentially reverse against me. So we're going to go and show you everything over here. Now, I'll show you here this is on TradingView. I executed it on Sierra chart, but I want to give you the context of the trade first on TradingView. As you can see, it was a short position that I took going in here, and I got out right at this point over here. All these levels that I'm showing are levels that I publicly discussed here on YouTube on my weekend analysis video that I talked about on Saturday. So you can go back and recall that video, what I was saying, where I said this is my daily chart and this is a huge level right here, 59, 15, 50. We have a high volume node here. Next major level down would be this one right here, 58, 20, 25. And so this was Friday's candle close inside back of this high volume node. So going into the hourly, I said in the video on Friday that I was leaning bullish for the opening of this week because we have a high volume node. We're on a downtrend because here you can see we broke this swing lows. We broke this swing low as well. So on the hourly time frame, we've shifted structure on the lower time frames. And so when we went back and if we retested the level from below, then I was expecting a bearish reaction. From a swing trade perspective, my main target will be a traverse back to the bottom area of this high volume node into this 5800 40s area over here. You can see after the fact, when market opened on regular hours, we did push up right into the first clear target beyond the daily level and the overnight highs, which was this broken swing low from Friday at 59.30.75, which would perfectly tap now, and we're coming back again into the 59.15.50. So it's going to be very interesting how this day closes. If we close back within the high volume node, or if we're able to maintain above this level for potentially a trip back into this one. Okay, now this video, I'm recording this on Monday, November 18. This trade I took overnight. Well, it started almost at midnight on Sunday 17 into Monday, but this video is going to come out next week. So by the time this comes out, obviously this chart is going to be way behind and different. But let's go now into the 5-minute chart, and we're going to go into Sierra chart so I can give you a whole breakdown using Orderflow tools as well of my reasoning and how I executed this trade right over here. Okay, so let's take this off. Let's close this and let's go into Sierra chart. So if I go into the daily, all these levels are the same thing I have on TradingView is the same thing I have here on Sierra chart. Oh, and just for transparency's sake, here is the our Trader Pro window. This is, as you can see, this is an evaluation for Top Step of 50K account that I'm on the road to getting funded. It's a 3,000 profit target. So I was shooting for, around 15. I didn't want to have a huge runner because there's a 50% consistency rule. So then I would need to keep trading more days. But you can see right here, we have this order was rejected just because I tried to place it before the market opened at 5:37 on Sunday. But then here you can see sell 2 contracts, ES December at 59.1475, which is right below the daily level that I was talking about. And you can see I placed this trade literally as soon as the market opened at 6 p.m. Eastern, and it didn't execute until 11:46 p.m. So it took almost 6 hours for this trade to execute. So I actually went to bed and just left the trade resting. Obviously I had a stop loss and everything set in place. And then you can see here at 5:38 a.m. I manually close it at 58.98. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you the reasoning for why I got out before the original targets that I had. So we go into the hourly chart here on Sierra. Same thing I talked about on TradingView. We have the high volume node, 59.15.50 level right over here, right at the red low volume node resistance area. So when we opened right over here, I was looking for a push up and a bearish reaction. Okay, let's go into the 5-minute. Okay, and here it is. You can see me here turning the fills on and off. And here, if I attach the trade window, you can see that I'm not making this up. This is the Top Step evaluation account. And this is the profit, 1,669. It's just a little bit like there's a few dollars difference just because of the preset commissions I have set on Sierra chart. So let's get rid of that. Okay, so like I said, as soon as the market opened right here at 6 p.m., I set the order right here. Market came up and it actually missed me by 1 tick and started pulling away. But I didn't want to chase it because I was very confident on this level. Now, at the time of this, my original trade idea was here, R&R. Entry was here. My stop loss I put right over here, right beyond this wicks from Friday after we broke below the 59.15.25 and we had this backwards retest. I put the stop loss right beyond that, and my take profit, originally I was looking at maybe going down to the point of control, but we had already tested this right on the open, so it was not a fresh level. And potentially, we could have even gone down, which is actually the exact low that we had, into the valley area low from Friday. So you can see the importance of, the valley area, high, low, and point of controls from previous sessions as well. So then going back to the R&R, entry, entry here, stop loss just beyond those wicks, and then in the end I got out of the position right here. So you can see the R&R. Oh, let me adjust this. This tool is a little bit wonkier than what it is on TradingView. So the R&R on the trade that I had was a 4.72 R&R. Let's go over why I got out at this point here. As I said, I left this order overnight. I went to bed. It executed at 11:45 p.m. Then you can see we actually came again into the level that I had marked out, that I gave out on my market analysis on the weekend. And then finally, we started breaking down here right at 2 a.m. And you can see as well, there was a big shift in the cumulative volume delta. We were mostly going sideways for a long while, and then it started to shift down here when the Europe markets were setting up to open. Okay, and then you can see I got up right around here, right around the 5 a.m. I got up to check on the trade, and I noticed we were starting to chop sideways. We were building this bottom edge here on this node at the time that it was developing, and I noticed some selling absorption going on, and that's when I just manually got out of the trade over here. It did push back up twice and did go down further, but you can see then once we opened on regular market hours, we just had a very strong push up. So let's go into the footprint chart and look at what happened here and what happened here too as confluence on the trade. For the entry, you can see the marker here. My entry was right over here. And immediately, what can we see? This 701 is a large trade indicator. So this was a very large order executed to buy 701 contracts going through there. Oh, another thing that I wanted to point out is look at the aggressiveness of the delta here. These green lines, this is the delta volume profile, so it's measuring the difference between executed market orders to buy versus sell. And look at the aggressiveness of buyers near these highs. So this is already signaling that there's some absorption going in here because all these market orders to buy are not able to really push the market through this level. Then on the next candle, you can also see the high volume clusters that we have here. This template is available on my Sierra Chartbook store as well. I'm going to put the link down in the description. This template shows highlights when there are high volumes identified. This footprint is volumes on the left, delta on the right. So you can see high aggressive volumes of buying right below resistance and right below our daily level. And then right on this next candle, we have a very nice divergence here. Wick right into the level, and then we print a positive delta with a bearish candle and big aggressive buying trapped near the top of the wick. Then we come down, same thing here. Big volumes, medium big volumes of aggressive buying, and the market keeps pushing down. So this is just a signal that all these levels are getting absorbed, all this aggressive buying, and we have the potential then for a reversal. We came back into that level right into the 1:30 a.m. hours, spend about half an hour there, and then again one last divergence here. We didn't get high volumes, but we still got a bearish divergence, continuous, and then we started to move down. We broke below VWAP, and you can see it right here. We broke below the session and the rolling VWAP, the purple line, and then we had a very nice bearish retest for a move down. And this bearish retest, we can see it over here. We came up, high volumes near this, and then more absorption right near this level, and then a continuation down. We did get a bullish divergence here. You can see a lot of selling deltas right near the bottoms, but then we just tested VWAP and immediately it inverted, and we had high volume buyings right at the top that were immediately reversed. And then the reason I ended up getting out, I went and I opened the chart right around this area, right around 5 a.m. And I noticed just a clustering of high volumes. This for me is a signal that this is potentially absorbing sellers now, and we have the potential for a reversal. We also had some candles like this one, 245 aggressive delta absorbed with a bullish candle, and then I got out right at this point over here, because at this point I already had over $1,500 in profits, and again the profit target was $3,000 with a 50% rule, so that was exactly what I needed for the day, and that's where I cut off my trade after looking at this accumulation going up near these levels. Okay, so that's pretty much in a nutshell the walkthrough of the trade that I executed overnight, why I got in, why I got out. Again, if you want to learn more about all these techniques and strategies that I use, make sure to check out my trading courses down in the description below. Right now, you can see the whole breakdown on the website and everything. And that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a thumbs up, make a comment, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.